Hi, this is Venugopal. Let us see the first question. Find the population of a town is P in the beginning of any year, then it become as 3 plus 2P in the beginning of the next year. He is saying that the population of a town is P in the beginning of a year, then the next year, beginning of the next year, the population become as 3 plus 2P. If the population in the beginning of 2019 is 1000, so the population in the year of 2019 is 1000, then the population in the beginning of 2034. So now we have to find the what would be the population of the town in the year of 2034. So if you understand the question, then half of work is done. If the population of the beginning of the year is P, in the next year the population become as 2 times of the previous year plus 3. So here in the beginning of 2019 the population is 1000. Then what would be the population in the year of 2020? 2 times of the previous year. So here is the key. 2 times of the previous year plus 3. So 2 times of 1000. 2000 plus 3. The next, what would be the population in the year of 2021? Same way, 2 times of the previous year plus 3. 2 times of 2003 is 4006. 4006 plus 3 is 4009. So in this way it will continuous. So we have to find the population in the beginning of the year 2034. If you observe the options, all options are very nearer to 1000, isn't it? So this 1000 here we can write as, can we write 1000 as 1003 minus 3? There is no change. 1003 minus 3 will become as 1000 only. Clear. The next, how can we write 2003 in the form of 1003? Yes, we can write. So here we can write this as 1003 into 2. 1003 into 2, it become as 2006. But here we have only 3 minus 3. Next, for 4009. So 4009 also we can written as 1003 into 4 minus 3. Isn't it? So 1003 into 4, after doing subtraction we get the 4009. In the same way, when come to 2034, if you follow this pattern, 1003 into, so 2 is nothing but 2 power 1, right? So here we are using 2 power 1. So 4 nothing but 2 power 2, right? Next, so we can write it as 2 power 0. 2 power 0 is 1. 2 power 0. So if you observe, when that first term we have taken 2 power 0, second term 2 power 1, third 2 power 2. So if you observe, it is 1 less than the term. Then what is the number of term when we come to 2034? So 2034 is the 16th term. So it is the 16th term. So if you count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, here we get the 16th term is 2034. So by continuing this, here we can write 2 power n minus 1. What is the n here? N is the 16. 16 minus 1 is 15 minus 3. So if you see the options, the C option is the correct. So the population in the year of 2034 is 1003 into 2 power 15 minus 3. Now see the second question. The second question is, a club has 256 members, of whom 144 can play football. So 144 members are playing football. Let us take it as football. 144 members. Then next, 123 can play tennis. So in that 123 members can play tennis, T of 123, and 132 can play cricket. Among these, 132 members can play cricket. So let's take it as cricket. 132. Fine. After that, moreover, 58 members can play both football and tennis. So this both football and tennis can play 58 members, and 25 can play both cricket and tennis. 25 members can play cricket and tennis, while 63 can play both football and cricket. Football and cricket can play 63 members. If every member can play at least one game, then the number of members who can play only tennis. So now we have to find the player who is playing only tennis. So let's see here. So here you can see the intersection point. Take this trisection point as X. Then what it become? The players who are playing football and also tennis are 58. So this part is, it is X. 58 minus X. It is 58 minus X. The next, then after 25 can play both cricket and tennis. Cricket and tennis. So it is X. Remaining part is 25 minus X. It is 25 minus X. And finally the people who are playing the football and cricket are 63. So this part becomes as 63 minus X. Fine. So now what we have to do, we have to find the number of the players who can play only tennis. How many members can play only one game, that is tennis. So first let us find, after this, how many players can play only football. So let us take the football F of 144, that is, so here total 144 members are there. So let us find for the people who are playing only football. So for football players, total 144 are there. So 144 minus, so remove this part, 58 minus X. 58 minus X and also minus 63 minus X. So what we will get here, 144 minus 58 minus into minus plus X. It is minus X minus 63 minus into minus plus X. So here minus X plus X will both get cancelled. And here 144 minus 58, what we get, 144 minus 58, it is 4. 14 minus 8, 6, it is 3. 13 minus 5 is 8, it is 86. 86 minus 63, again 86 minus 63, 6 minus 3, 3, 8 minus 6 is 2. So it is 23 plus X. The next, find the players. So the players who are playing only football, that is 23 plus X. Now find the players who are playing only tennis. So for tennis also do same thing, 123 members minus 58 minus X minus 25 minus X. So here we get 123 minus into minus 58 plus X minus 25 plus X minus X plus X. This both terms will get cancelled. Then 123 minus 58, let's see what we get. 123 minus 58, 13 minus 8 is 5, it is 1, 11 minus 5, 6, 65 minus 25, 0, 4. So here we got 40. So it is 40 plus X. The player who are playing only tennis is 40 plus X. And finally find the number of players who are playing only cricket. For cricket, total members 132. 132 minus, remove these three terms, minus X minus 63 minus X, again minus of 25 minus X. So here we get 132 minus X, it is minus into 63 minus 63 minus into minus plus X minus 25 minus into minus plus X. So here also minus X plus X will get cancelled. Then 132 minus 63, 12 minus 3, that is 9, it is 2, 12 minus 6 is 6, 69 minus 25, it is 4, 4, here we got 44 plus X. Now we have to find the X value. To find the X value, take the total number of players, total 256 players are there, is equals to football 144 players and remaining terms, only football playing 144 members, and remaining these terms are not included in this part. So take separately these things, plus 40X 40 plus x plus 25 minus x plus 44 plus x. So if you observe, x minus x gets cancelled. Then here 256 equals to 144 plus 40, 184. 184 plus 25, 184 and 25 we get 902. 209 plus 44, or 9 plus 4, 13, it's 5, it's 2, 253. We got here 253 plus x term. 253 plus x. So to send it to the LHS side, then become as minus. So x equals to 256 minus 253. So by subtracting, we get x value as 3. So here we want only the players who are playing only tennis. X value 3. 40 plus 3 is 43. So the option is, second option is correct. Now see the third question. If A1, A2 are in AP, so here A1, A2 terms are in arithmetic progression, then 1 by root A1 plus root A2 plus 1 by root A2 plus root A3 plus so on 1 by root AN plus root AN plus 1, then equal to dash. So here we have to find what is the value of this sum. First, he said that this series is in AP, arithmetic progression. Now take the first term. The first term is 1 by under root A1 plus under root A2. So now multiply the numerator and the denominator with the rationalizing factor of the denominator. So why to multiply with the rationalizing factor? Now it is a irrational number. To make it as a rational, so we have to multiply the denominator with the rationalizing factor. The rationalizing factor of root A1 plus root A2 is root A1 minus root A2. Multiply the both sides on the numerator and also as well as on the denominator. So it is root, so we can exchange it now, root A2 minus root A1. Same way here, root A2 minus root A1. So this can be written as 1 into something, that is something. So it is root A2 minus root A1 by, so it can be written as x plus y into x minus y, x square minus y square. So here it becomes as A2, root A2 whole square, square root will gets cancelled. Then A2 will be left minus A1. So if you observe, he said that this series is in the AP. So it is the common difference. Here D equals to A2 minus A1. So we can write this value here. Then root A2 minus root A1 by D. In this way, first term becomes as root A2 minus root A1 by D plus, then the second term it will become as A2 A1. Second term becomes as A3 A2. So it is root A3 minus root A2 by D. Then the next term will become as under root A4 minus root A3 by D up to so on. Then the last term will become as under root AN plus 1 minus under root AN by D. So here A2 minus A2 will get cancelled. A3 minus, root A3 minus root A3 will get cancelled. In the same way, this minus root AN is also gets cancelled. Then what is the left here? Root AN plus 1 and root minus root A1, that is left in the numerator. So under root AN plus 1 minus under root A1 by the common difference, that is D. Now also multiply this with the rationalizing the factor. Then here the rationalizing factor of the numerator is root AN plus 1 plus under root A1 by same thing, under root AN plus 1 plus under root A1. So here also we can use same formula which we used in the previous, x minus y into x plus y, that is x square minus y square. So root AN plus 1 whole square minus root A1 whole square, square roots will get cancelled. Finally here we can left with root AN plus 1 minus A1 by the denominator terms d of root over a n plus 1 plus root a1. Clear. So now it is the nth term. So we can write an plus 1 as an plus 1 can be written as a1 plus nd. So by writing that we can get a1 plus nd minus a1 by the denominator as it is whatever there, root an plus 1 plus under root a1. So here a1 minus a1 will get cancelled, and this d also will get cancelled. Finally we are left with n by root an plus 1 plus under root a1. So is there in our option? The first option is correct. Root n by root a1 plus under root an plus 1. The terms are reversed, so we can rewrite these terms as n by under root a1 plus under root an plus 1. So the first option is correct. Hope you have understood well. Thank you.